Good morning. This is Thursday morning, September the 25th, and here are your headlines for the day. Let's start off with this one. First up, the rapture did not happen. The rapture did not happen yesterday or the day before. We're still here. As far as I know, I don't know any Christians who disappeared yesterday. So, just if you're wondering and if you were worried, maybe you were left behind. It's okay. You're good. I guess. I hope you're good. I hope you're walking with Jesus and living by faith. I hope you're good. But the rapture is going to happen one day. So you do need to be walking with Jesus. Moving on, technology. Let's file this one under technology. Major League Baseball will begin rolling out robot umpires in 2026. How do you feel about that? And I guess this is tomorrow, or when do they play? I think they may play tonight. Arizona State football game will launch an experimental facial recognition system. How do you feel about that? Under politics, Gavin Newsom claims President Trump will rig the midterm elections and warns there may not even be an election in 2028. I'm surprised there was one in 2024. Let's file this under violence. 3 shot at an ICE facility in Dallas yesterday. The shooter was found dead on the roof of a nearby immigration attorney's office. Bullets recovered near the shooter's body were engraved with explicit anti-ICE messages. Beep, ICE, etched into the bullet, suggesting a motive rooted in opposition to immigration policy. Yeah, a little bit. I think probably so. This appears to be the new calling card for all shooters now with engraved bullets. He shot, by the way, 3. So he's anti-ICE, and so he shoots at this ICE facility, and he shoots 3 detainees, and 2 of them were killed, and then he shoots himself. So he shot and killed everybody but ICE agents. Also, I don't know if you heard about this. You probably heard about that one, but a gunman opened fire outside of an Air Force base in Nevada linked to Area 51. That's interesting. Under health and disease and all of that stuff, pregnant women, y'all know a couple of days ago, President Trump and RFK Jr., came out and said, look, what's causing all the autism is Tylenol, pregnant women taking Tylenol. And we're going to investigate vaccines and see what role that plays in it. So, in other words, they came out and said, look, if you're pregnant, do not take Tylenol. So now pregnant women across social media platforms have flooded the internet with videos of themselves taking Tylenol, directly challenging a recent statement from President Donald Trump linking the common pain reliever to autism spectrum disorder in children. These women say it's their duty, their civic duty, to take the pill. These people hate Donald Trump so much. If he said, listen, if you're pregnant, do not take rat poison. Do not. They would, honey, go to Walmart and get some rat poison. It's absolutely insane. By the way, 2 things related to this. First of all, multiple American nurses are now confirming a major surge in women being rushed to the ER after overdosing on Tylenol. And by the way, 8 years ago, Tylenol said it's not recommended for pregnant women. Wars and rumors of wars. Denmark's Aalborg Airport was closed after mysterious drones were spotted again. And let's put this under anti-Christian stuff. I saw this video where Muslims are on the street in London praying prayers over loudspeakers. And a woman an older woman. It says elderly woman here, but I wouldn't call her elderly. The older I get, the more I push back elderly, I guess. But an elderly woman approaches these Muslims and says, "This is a Christian country. I don't want to hear about your Quran." Was that nice? No. Does she have the right to say it? Yeah. Well, and I don't know about in England. In America, she's supposed to. But so she goes over and says this to them, and she is arrested by the police while the Muslims mock her in Arabic. And there are other stories, recently from Great Britain, England, whatever, about Christians being arrested just for praying. I'm telling you, man, it's getting scary to be a Christian in the United Kingdom, in England, in Great Britain. I don't know what's what over there. But it's getting scary to be a Christian there. Be a Muslim, that's fine. Hillary Clinton, yesterday, it was reported, and there's a video going around, how Hillary Clinton says white Christian men. I think she's talking about me. Are the biggest threat to our society. Of course, she means Bible believing. Not, there are a lot of people call themselves Christians that don't believe the Bible. They're probably good. She suggested white Christian men are doing so much damage to our world. Quote, the idea that you could turn the clock back and try to recreate a world that never was, dominated by, let's say it, white men of a certain persuasion, a certain religion, a certain point of view, a certain ideology. Again, do you think so? White Christian men are the problem? It's okay. Muslim men are fine. Hey, Hillary, have you seen how women are treated in Muslim-dominated countries? Y'all hear that? Thunder at just the right time. Oh, anyway, sisters who trashed Charlie Kirk's memorial are now whining they're jobless as they beg for cash online. And finally, let's end with Israel. Some Israel news. Video footage confirms what the IDF has been saying all along. Hamas terrorists are shooting from within the Al-Shira hospital at Israeli forces. So people are like, oh, Israel bombed the hospital. Terrorists are in the hospital shooting. But we're going to blame Israel, not them. And someone posted this on X. I'm not going to say his name because I forgot. I was going to look up this guy before I said his name, and I forgot to. But this is a true statement. Israel can wipe Palestinians out if they want to, but they won't. And they have the power to do it, but they won't do it. Palestinians would wipe Israel out if they could, but they can't. That's the difference. Absolutely. Absolutely. People are like, oh, genocide. Israel's committing genocide. No, they're not. They could, but they're not. And they're not going to. But the Palestinians absolutely would just wipe Israel out if they could. They can't. They wish they could. And that's the difference. That tells you everything you need to know. There's your headlines for the day. God bless you. Have a good day.